When the woman was video call with her boyfriend, she found something strange. There was a black shadow behind her boyfriend. At first, neither of them took it seriously, thinking it was just her boyfriend's roommate. However, a few seconds later, the black shadow suddenly rushed out and her boyfriend lost his life inexplicably. The face of the murderer could not be seen clearly in the picture. Jenny wanted to do something for her boyfriend, but she was in the suburbs far away from him. The next day, her boyfriend was already gone. Friends and relatives came to visit him and asked what had happened the day before, but Jenny kept saying that it was a scary shadow everywhere, and even took out the camera, saying that only a camera could capture it. However, after looking around, the so-called shadow did not appear in the phone. Everyone thought Jenny was too nervous, maybe just in shock. Half a month ago, she had just recorded a video at home, but when Jenny picked up the video to check, she found a black shadow standing behind the door. She thought she was just dazzled. After all, when she looked back, there was nothing at all. Jenny continued to check the video without taking it seriously, but there was indeed a shadow standing in the video. Jenny stared at her phone in a daze for a few minutes, but she still couldn't see the person clearly. Then she came to the living room and saw her adoptive parents. She took a letter from their hands. The letter was sent by Jenny's biological mother, and it said that her biological mother had passed away not long ago. Jenny was immediately feeling down upon hearing this. She had never seen her biological mother, and now she's gone. Jenny hurried back to her room, turned on the computer, and used the address in the letter to quickly find her mother's residence. Strangely, she found that her mother's house is actually nearby, and Jenny often passed by it. She couldn't understand why her mother had never come to see her all these years. This question troubled her all day long, until something weird happened on the way home from school. A terrible crying sound came from her headphones. Jenny wanted to find out where the sound was coming from, so she listened carefully, looking around. But no matter how closely she listened, she always ignored the apartment behind her, the one where her mother used to live. Now, not only had a mysterious black shadow appeared, but there was also a strange and terrifying crying sound. Jenny thought carefully about why this was happening in the park, but accidentally discovered something even weirder on her phone. In the video recorded at home that day, there was a black shadow. She had also noticed the same thing when she had casually recorded video before. This black shadow seemed to be following her all the time. For a moment, Jenny felt vaguely uneasy. Every day, no matter where she was, she began to look around carefully. Jenny felt helpless about everything. Now, her boyfriend had passed away because of this. She was afraid that the black shadow would come after her. So she used her phone as a camera, constantly recording the video as prevention. However, she couldn't resist the sleepiness and eventually closed her eyes and fell asleep. A shadow suddenly appeared on the camera. Unfortunately, the phone hadn't pressed the start recording button. This horror movie name is The Wailing.